Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This your brother Corner Watt with the Great Millstone Charlotte Camp, coming with another quick lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And in this lesson, man, I just wanted to touch on, man. Things are about to get much, much worse, man. All the comforts, that you think you have right now. This is the calm before the storm, man. And we see, through prophecy, World War III is about to kick off. Global famine is about to kick off. We have, wars and rumors of wars. You got we got new, I don't want to say it, pandemics. You know, on the rise, man. All these things, you know, the sedition among men, the love of many waxing cold, all these things. Brother's video just popped up. We got the hurricane going on down there in Florida, working its way up the East Coast. All these things are the judgments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, right? And this is just the beginning, man. Things are about to get a lot worse, in the coming months, man. So I just wanted to, touch on this article real quick, you know, because it just hit me in the spirit, man. It says UN food chief warns of chaos, hell, devastation from famine. Man, expect price controls, rationing, criminalization of preppers. Hide your food, right? These preppers, they think that they can, do something against Esau, man. You know, to keep them from getting their food and whatnot. But ultimately, the Lord is, using these preppers to store up food for the elect, you know. But, uh, scriptures talk about, you know, putting not your strength in your goods, roughly paraphrasing, right? Actually, let me get that. Let me see if I can find that. I think it's in Sirach. Salakia 5. It's Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 1. Set thy heart, it's like set thy heart upon thy goods, and say not I have enough for my life. Right? And that's the spirit these preppers are in, man. They're like, look, man, we're gonna have enough. We just gotta make sure we hide everything. We do take the proper precautions, have our uh personal protection devices and weapons and whatnot, right? But ultimately it's the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that's gonna, decide, your fate, man. Whether you be of the elect or not, right? And so all those things can come to naught. Uh, God. But let's go back to this. Let's back in the article, UN food chief warns of chaos, hell, devastation from famine. Expect price controls, rationing, and criminalization of preppers. Right. Just reading into this first, couple paragraphs, and then we'll get a few scriptures. It reads, events are playing out like clockwork. What's that, man? Prophecy. Prophecy is playing out like clockwork. These Edomites don't understand that. They're in the midst of, prophetic times. Have you noticed that everything, everything emerging on the world stage right now? What? Look, man, this is prophecy right here, man. Ah, birthday, Abashim Shai, call like Abashim Shai. Food, food scarcity, inflation, energy crisis, escalating war, jab deaths, and more. What's that more, man? You know, sedition among men, the love of many waxing cold, various pestilences, being put back in the mainstream, All these things are the prophecies, man. The judgments of this place that are befalling the world, really. For the wickedness. Um, Continuing on. It was predicted well in advance by Natural News, InfoWars, and other Indian media. No, but it was really predicted by the prophets, right? It was prophesied. All these things are prophesied years before all these websites. Our elders and apostles were prophesying of these same things. You know, 30 some odd years before all this. So, you know, you can't take no credit, Esau. It's like it. The only people surprised by all this are the oblivious masses who don't read indie media. For those who do, this is like following along with the Hollywood script that is playing out in real life. And whose script is it, man? It is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's script, man. All these things are going according to plan, man. You know, everything is in lockstep with each other according to the will of the Heavenly Father, man. It's beautiful, man. They talk about, what they think the next steps are going to be. Uh, Food scarcity in Europe, which we see, the fuel pipeline being attacked. So there's probably going to be some what's the word? Some repercussions. Some reactionary things going on with that. Lord willing, it can escalate these global tensions. You know, we got more food scarcity. And the American people, they don't realize that these stores are about to run out of food, man. The the harvest of last year, you know, is what we're about to start tapping into, and there was no harvest, so there's no food, man. You know, they talk about rationing and things of that nature. Um, let's see, this is a good one right here. Say the UN food chief warned Thursday that the world is facing a perfect storm on top of a perfect storm. That's prophecy. Perfect storms on perfect storms on perfect storms, man. What can go wrong will go wrong, man. Otherwise, there's gonna be chaos all over the world, man. World Food Program Executive Director Dave Beasley said in the Associated Press interview, if we don't reach these people, you will have famine, starvation, destabilization of nations. Ooh, unlike anything we saw in 2007 and 8. Was it Daniel 12:1? A time that we've never seen before, man. We will have a food availability problem again in 2023, and it's gonna be hell. Oof, bad times, man. Terrible times. Let's get some scriptures because we're in the midst of prophetic times, man. And things are about to get a lot worse. For you people who are just stumbling upon these videos, you know, repent. You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're Israelites of the 12 tribes. You need to repent. Come back to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and His Son Yahweh Shai. Let's go here to Ezekiel 7, and we'll start in verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel, and the end, ooh, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. The end of what, man? Of Esau's rulership, man. The rulership of the wicked, man. The base man, right? That this wicked society is coming to an end. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations, man. And Babylon the Great is about to be the great recipient of of the Lord's indignation, man. for all the abominations done in the midst thereof, man. Everything, anything wicked you can imagine is what's taking place in this place, man. I don't even want to get into it. You know, if you can think of it, if you see it on TV, you see it on the internet, every day, it's wickedness, man. Trust and believe. Verse 4. And mine eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, right? Because he's going to slay utterly old, young, maids, little children's, women's. Everybody going to get it, man. If you're not part of the elect, you're going to fall to the sword or to the famine, which is still a sword. It's a something used to kill, man. It's what the Lord's bringing. Uh, verse 4. And mine eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Right? Because the Lord's name is about to be made great again, man. And it's through these calamities, man. Everything ramping up to eventual, nuclear destruction, right? You know, the Lord's name is going to be made great in the world again. Verse 5. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. What's evil, man? Bad times, man. Only bad times are coming to this place, man. Like I titled the lesson, man. Things are about to get a lot worse, man. Much, much worse. Right? You living in comforts right now. Things seem all hunky dory. You watching your football games, you watching your TV shows. We do those things as well, but we still have our eyes on prophecy, man. We're being circumspect, so that we don't get caught, asleep out here, man. As you reading, I believe it's Second Thessalonians, right? We'll grab that next. But that's what we're doing, because we see the end coming, man. We see these prophecies coming to pass. We see the MOTB infrastructure being put in place. I ain't even getting to that. The coming financial collapses, man. All these things, are evil times, man, bad times. But it's good. It's good for it, good for us. It's good for prophecy's sake, because it means that the sooner these things happen, the sooner that we can get out of here, man. The sooner that we, Lord willing, we be at that elect number can receive salvation, man. Continuing on. Um, it's like verse 5 again. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. And the end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come, man. And prophecy is at the door, man. Prophecy is at the door, right? It's knocking on the door, man. And he ain't handing out pamphlets like these weak ass Jehovah Wickednesses, man. He coming in direct shop, man. Hey, call Allah Yahweh Shemi Awashai. Let's get this in Second Thessalonians. Salakia. There we go. Or First Thessalonians. It's like 5 and we're starting 1. First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night, right? And we're not going to be caught off guard the way these people are, man. As it read in the article, right? It was talking about, what they say? The oblivious masses, right? The only people surprised by all this are the oblivious masses, right? So all these people are, being surprised and caught off guard by these things. But it's gonna get even worse, man. You know, and we're not gonna be caught off guard because one, we have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai dealing with us, and two, we're being circumspect, man. We're watching and seeing what's happening out here, man. We're keeping our eyes on prophecy. And it says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, what is that? That's what we're at right now, right? Peace and safety. You know, you got your football, you got your new Game of Thrones, you got your you know, baseball going on. You know, all these things, man. You know, you got Halloween coming up. Everybody in that spirit of folly, that spirit of mirth, right? You know, it's peace and safety. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them. All right, suddenly, man, and it's gonna seem like it's a whirlwind coming at you people because you have no idea what's going on, man. You have no clue. Uh, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. Right. So when that woman's water breaks, you know, suddenly now it's game time, right? That baby's about to come, man. And the you know prophecy is that water breaking, man. We see these prophecies coming to pass, and it's time, uh, and they shall not escape. There's no escaping from this, man. You know, unless you have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai dealing with you, man. Unless you're a part of the elect, Lord willing, we be, man, look, Adawan Ratazah, we be a part of that elect number. You know, all you brothers who watch these videos, all you sisters who watch these videos, you and your families, Lord willing, we can escape these things, man, because that's the only escape, man. It's through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But ye brethren are not in darkness, right? That day should overtake you as a thief, right? Because we're ready, right? A watchman is staying on his watch, right? We're staying on our post, right? We've been commanded to watch, and warn. Um, Ye are all children of the light and children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, right? Therefore, let us not sleep as others do. You be spiritually asleep, man. Asleep to what's going on in the news and prophecies, man. Asleep uh, to global events, geopolitics, all these things, you know. Uh, Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch. Let us watch and be sober, and that sober be, sober minded, man. Don't let the cares of this life, drag you back, man. Don't let these things, cloud your judgment, right? We have one focus, man, and that's salvation. And whatever it takes, that's what we have to do, man. And watching is part of that, man. Um, it's like it. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken, are drunken in the night. Right. So the point, man. We have to be. Actually, let me get that. What is it? Be circumspect. Let's see, Salakia. Let's see. Ephesians. This is uh okay, we'll start Ephesians 5:15 because we're as the title of the lesson, man, you know, things are about to get much, much worse and we have to continue to watch, you will see the prophecies coming to pass. We gotta continue to watch and warn the people, man. You know. Ultimately we do these lessons to warn you brothers and you sisters out there and even to, as a reminder to ourselves, man, to make sure we're moving, according to the Spirit, man. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, right? And circumspect meaning to, look around your surroundings, man. Circling mean around and expect, to look, so pay attention to what's going on around you, man. You know, it's like redeeming the time because the days are what? Evil, man. The days are evil. Going back to that Ezekiel chapter 7, man. The days are evil, man. These are bad times, man. It's scary, but it's beautiful at the same time because we understand that these things have to take place, for for the elect's sake, right? So that we can get to the salvation, man. We got to go through that fire, that straight gate. All these things have to have to take place, man. These bad times have to happen, right? And it's prophecy, man. You know, so whatever forwards prophecy, which everything forwards prophecy, but seeing prophecy be forwarded, in under whatever means, is a beautiful thing, man. And it's something we're happy about. We take joy in it. Um, let's go to Second Esdras. Just flowing in the spirit, man. The article kind of sparked me real quick. It's a little late, but I wanted to get a lesson in. Uh, let's go to Second Esdras 15, and all right, it's a lot in here. I don't want to do the whole chapter. I'm gonna just jump to the point, because in the article, the guy was quoted. He said, "If we don't reach these people, you will have famine, starvation, destabilization of nations, unlike anything we saw in 2007 to 2008 and 2011, and you will have mass migration. If we don't get on top of this quickly, and I don't mean next year, I mean this year, you will have a food availability problem in 2023, and it's gonna be hell. Ooh, bad times, more bad times." uh, let me see what else it says. It says the UN food chief warned Thursday that the world is facing a perfect storm on top of a perfect storm. Otherwise, there's going to be chaos all over the world. Man, World Food Program oh yeah. So chaos all over the world, man. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai taking hold on this place, man. So this is um let me see. Actually, Salakia. I think it's 16 I wanted. Um let's start here. Second Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days, right? These evil times, right? That's Esdras, he's seen, the visions of these terrible times coming up, and he's like, man, goddamn. you know, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, mm. the beginning of wars. We see the beginning of wars right now, man. And the powers shall stand in fear. The powers being these Amalekites, right? These what they call these elite banking families, right? The beginnings of evils. What Elder Wise say? Evils, right? What shall I do when these evils shall come? Right? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Right? It says corrections, right? But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right? So then, these people aren't going to turn from their wicked ways, so they're going to be, left to the to the judgments, right? Behold, the victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth. Those what was it? So like uh, peace and safety, right? That they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, man. Great confusion. What the article say? It say there's going to be chaos all over the world, man. This is going to take place in the entire earth, man. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Man, man. The sword destroy. You know, that sword is going to be, Esau's weaponry. You know, the Lord's going to have the teeth of wild beasts. You know, these people, damn near ripping people apart with their bare hands. You might be getting hit over the head with two by fours. There ain't no telling what's gonna be happening out here, man. Baseball bats, right? Uh, Let me see here. Just jumping down, but because actually, let me get that. Because a famine might be the worst way to go, man. You know, the sword is quick, right? Even though the Lord can keep your spirit in your body, and but you still go through that pain. The famine, is where you just waste away, man. I think it said pine away. I know it's in Lamentations. God, Lamentations 4:9, and it reads, "This is the terribleness, right? Hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai is the King of terrors, right? This the things that he's bringing. He brought it on us during the back in this time. He's gonna bring it again, man. You know, during the Babylonian captivity, and now he's about to bring it back to Jacob, man. And these Edomites, man, these heathens, they're gonna have to take part in this judgment as well. But it's called Jacob's trouble for a reason. But anyway, this is the severity of the famines, man. And it reads, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away," meaning to waste away, man. You slowly just disintegrating, man. Your body just falling apart. You turn to skin and bones like them Hamites down there, man. Flies landing on your eyes and everything. For these pine away, stricken, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field, man. So you're wasting away. Your body begins to eat itself, man. That's a terrible way to go, man. Goodness. But going back to the title of the lesson, man, things are about to get a lot worse, man. Much, much worse. Let's go back to Second Ezra 16, and I'll close out with this. So Second Ezra, um, 16, and let's see. I'll start in 36. Actually, man, I'll start in 35. Uh, Second Ezra 16:35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord. Receive it. Receive this word, man. If you're hearing this word, is this your first time? It's your 100th time hearing this word. Receive the word, man. You know, and and act on it, man. Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, man. Right? Behold, the word of the Lord. Receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Right? So get away from these idols, man. Stop the idol worship. Stop. You know, going along in Esau's philosophies, man. Separate yourself spiritually from this place, man. Uh, Behold, because this is the fate of Babylon the Great and ultimately the earth right now, man. The plagues draw nigh and are not slack, right? It's not easing up, man. How about Shemal Shai is coming full force, man. Once the groundwork gets laid, man, the Lord, that's what scriptures talk about, this place being destroyed in an hour, man. He ain't taking his time with this, man. He lining everything up to where it needs to be. And then once it's time to get loose, man, the Lord about to get busy, man. This verse 37. Behold, the plagues are not draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the ninth month bringeth forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth. Great pains, great pains, great pains, man. Great pains, great pains, man. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, man. Things are about to get terrible out here, man. Great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth. They slack not a moment. Even so, shall not the plagues be slack to come on the earth. Great pains, man. Terrible times, man. Things are about to get much, much, much worse. They call like how about Shemal Shai? Um, you gotta pray for the spirit of endurance, man, because it's gonna be tough out here, man. We're gonna be tried right alongside, you know, 2/3 of Israelites, man. But these trials, they're gonna fail these tests, man. We pray that we pass these things with flying colors, man. That we may be counted worthy, man. You know, what's that in Luke? That you pray always. It's like, let me just get it. I should know it, right? I think it's Luke. It's like Luke 36, 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things, man. All these things to escape them, man. You gotta pray. Continue to pray. Apostle Rakah, you know, he that's something he harps on, heavily, man. Prayer, man. Is key. You know. Um, Continuing on. Pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man, right? So, in those times, that day of judgment, that we be found, worthy, man, you know, in these times of plagues, it's like, that plagues have come upon the earth, man, that we be found worthy, man. You just continue to pray, right? That we be to have the spirit of endurance, man, to make it through all these. Verse 39. Even so, shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and the sorrow shall come upon it on every side, man. You know, so look, sorrows are gonna come upon the entire earth, man. Plagues, famines, pestilences, man, mass death, man, mass confusion, right? Going back to the article, chaos all over the world, man. Let's go back to the title. UN chief warns of chaos, hail, devastation from famine. Expect price controls, rationing, and criminalization of preppers, hide your food, blah, blah. But like it says, what? You notice that everything emerging on the earth stage right now, food scarcity, inflation, energy crisis, escalating war, jab deaths, and more. With the pestilences, right? All these things are prophecies, man. All these things are leading to the bad times, man. The evils and only evils that are about to plague this place, man. According to 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, man. You know? So, hey, I pray this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. I want to close by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with our truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Hey, shalom, shalom. Wa Kwame Yasharala. Wa Abad Babal DTX soon. Hey, we almost home, man. Shalom.